go, and here we go with a great warm-up that's good for any workout you're about to do. If you're about to take a class at a gym or whatever, but we mainly designed this because we're about to do a really hard mat workout, and we know that we can't start a mat workout cold.
Too old.
We're too old for that. Put Gumby in the freezer, Gumby gets very stiff. So stand with your feet about sit bone distance apart, actually about shoulder distance apart, and you're gonna roll your left shoulder and bend that left knee, and then the right shoulder. So just let it go. We're actually not worrying about stability right now. We're trying to mobilize. So let's say you just woke up and you wanna exercise, but you feel like you're Gumby out of the freezer.
Right.
And sometimes you feel that way. Well, this will start getting you moving. And then we'll do 4 more. 3 more. Now we're going to circle the arm with a bent elbow just to get a little pec stretch. So keep the elbow bent and focus on opening the chest. You can make it a little bigger. Start to get the rib cage involved. Let the spine move, but keep your abs pulled in. We'll do 8 more, 8. And hopefully you're mobilizing your ankles too. You're kind of lifting your heel and putting it back down. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Now we're going to do straight arm circles. You do, and 1. And let your rib cage rotate. Let the shoulder open. Let yourself lean into it. Sometimes it's very hard when you do Pilates mat to get the flexibility of the spine if you haven't mobilized in any other direction yet.
You have a point.
4, and do 4 more, 3 more, 2, 1. Stand on both feet, and you swing up and back down, and up and plie. You can bring your legs into about hip distance apart. 4 more, 4, and really make big circles. Think of this as a giant backstroke. 2 more. 1 more. Now with this, come down and reach forward into flexion. So you really want to drop your sit bones to the floor and round your spine. So we're going for this position. We have tight lower back. So if before we do a hard Pilates thing, if we don't do this, it's not good. And it probably won't be good when you see us in these outfits at another workout. And 3, and flex. And 4, pull the abs and flex the spine. And 5, pull the abs and flex the spine. 6, 2 more, 7, and really pull against your, resist with your abs, in other words. Now you're gonna go the other way like butterfly, if you ever swam, and then you flex, and you come up and get a little extension right there, and flex, and 3, and now hopefully when you round your spine like this, you don't feel the same pull you did the first time.
That's the goal.
And 6, 2 more, 7, and 8, here, and just grab your hands and release your fingers and press out and push your hands towards the screen and pull your belly button away and your lower back away, and then you kind of send your hips to the left and your arms, hips to the right, arms to the left, and then reverse that. And 1 more time each way.
This is also a great workout to do if you've overdone it the day before and you're a little bit sore. This could be your workout for the day.
And then you come to center, you drop your arms, roll up. So we've done backstroke and butterfly. We're gonna go into just swimming backstrokes. You're gonna reach your right arm forward and your left arm back, and then we just reach up 1 and 2. And let your rib cage and shoulders rotate. And 4 more, 4 and 3. This is more of a real backstroke. You never do double arm backstroke. You get my point. And stay there, and we reverse it. And come forward.
That would be a really difficult butterfly.
That would be a very difficult reverse butterfly. And 4, and do 4 more, and 3 more reach, and 2 more, and 1 more. We're going to reach to the left, and this arm, the other arm, left arm just stays down, and you reach over and around. So this is like a weird side stroke. I keep using the water theme because if you feel like you're moving through water, you'll get a nice quality of movement going on. But reach, so you're getting a nice stretch over here. And 7, and 8, and the other way. We reach, and around, and 2, and you're pulling your abs in, and 3. So when I reach, I get a nice little stretch in my QL over there.
Me
4
too.
more, 4, and 3, 2 more. After this, we go on to a few more QL things because that's sort of the hidden culprit of low back pain. Everyone thinks it's psoas and director spina, but your QL can be really tight too. So shoulder distance apart or hip distance apart, whatever's more comfortable. Reach both arms out to the side. We're gonna lift our right arms over our head, drop the left, and we reach to the left. 2, and your little pulse is 3, but gentle. 4, keeping yourself in a nice coronal plane. 6, 7, 8. Now both arms overhead, if you can. If not, go back to the other one. 3.
So Kimberly
4,
likes the cue, think you're stuck
5.
in a toaster.
I stuck in a toaster.
Because we all know
7,
what that feels like.
And now grab the upper wrist with the lower hand. 2, 3. Oh, that should feel nice. Keep reaching to that wall. 6, 7, 8. Stay here. Bend the opposite knee a bit, and you're going to rotate your shoulders towards the mat. Now, breathe in, and on the exhale, push your hands towards the wall and your lower back towards the opposite diagonal. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center with bent knees. Drop your arms, roll up, lift the left arm overhead, the right arm stays down, and we reach over for 1 and 2 and 3. Think of length here, and again, you're stuck in that toaster. Don't want to get burned. 7, 8, arms overhead. Make sure this arm hasn't crept too far forward. Almost think of reaching it in back of your ear. 4, 5, hold your stomach in. 7, grab the wrist, and 8, 7, 6. Oh, this is so tight on me.
Me too.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the opposite knee of the direction you're reaching. Ooh, that even hurts. And rotate your shoulders to face the floor. Reach your hands to the far wall. Reach your lower back to the opposite diagonal. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Come back through center. Drop the arms and reach up. And turn your legs out wherever you're comfortable. So if you're a ballerina, don't go for your maximum turnout if this is early in the morning. Do a nice one, arms out to the side, and you're just going to bend. I need to pull my little. And 2, and 3, and 4. Now we're going to do arm circles. So we do 1. So this just mobilizes the hip. We're going to do some hip stretches now. 3, and 4. Now hopefully you can turn a little more toes front if you want. You're going to bend your knees, but as you do, you're going to lead with your sternum down. So you're going to melt down and then roll up. Now, if you know you have lower back issues, have a block ready. So I'm going to pretend there's a block there. You roll down, and you could put your hands on the block to help you roll up. And 2 more like this. And roll up. And 1 more. And roll up. Staying up. You're going to scoop like you're going over something, hold your abs in, and you can walk your hands down your legs. You could even bend your knees if you need to. You're going to roll down, place your hands on the floor, and bend your knees gently, and straighten. And 2. So you're sort of waking up your hamstrings and your lower back here. Think of your sit bones aiming to the ceiling. And 4 more. And 3 more. Are you losing your mic pack?
Almost.
Okay, 2 more. When you hear a crashing mic pack, you'll know. Now stay up. Now, if you can't straighten your legs fully, you have 2 options. You can keep them slightly bent or get a block, which is the better one. Get your legs straight and do the whole thing here. But you're going to shift your hips slightly to the left and then to the right. And really shift left. Ooh. And really shift right. And left. And right. And left. And right. Come back to center. Bend the knees. Take one hand to your knee, the other hand to your knee. Just watch me while she fixes her mic pack. You can widen your legs and go into a deep groin plane. Now notice we are leaning over right now because we're getting a little adductor stretch. So if you ever took like jazz class back when we were kids, because you can alternate one shoulder drop, so you get a nice little stretch. And then you twist. Ooh, I got little pops out of my third leg. And in a good way. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, another set of 8, because it should feel good. You're opening your knees. You can deepen your little plie every time. 3, and 4, and 5. So we came up with this because we have tight lower backs, and it's just the way it is.
Yep.
So we wish we didn't, and we deepen. And then you're going to come up to standing. Then we're going to turn like a little, pharaoh hieroglyphic here. So toes point to the left, and you're going to bend your front leg a bit. Keep your hip bones facing that wall. And your knee is pointing straight to the floor right under you. So we're not doing this yet. We're doing shoulder, hip, and knee on the line. But from here, you're going to straighten that back leg and bend. So you should be getting psoas and a little calf. And 3. And you can keep your hands here to remind you that we're not doing this. Right? So the tailbone. Yes. And 7. Stay here on 8. Reach the same arm as the leg that's back up and side bend towards the back wall for 10, 9, keep the length here, 8, lean back more if you're not feeling anything, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lovely, come back, up, straighten your legs to center, back to pharaoh, hieroglyphic On the other side, lift, bend that front leg, lift the back heel, make sure your shoulder, knee, hip is in the same line, and then you straighten and bend and 2. Now my heel doesn't go down because of the position I'm in, but I'm still getting a stretch. So some of you may get your heel down. Wherever you're feeling a stretch is fine. Just don't let anything be happening in the pelvis. 2 more, 7, 8, leave the leg straight, lift the same arm as the leg that's back, and side bend over. You can arch back slightly if you need to, and hold for 10, feeling the length in that hip of the leg that's back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lovely. Straighten both legs, turn to center. We're gonna turn back, little hieroglyphic the other way. You're going to bend your front leg slightly, come up on the toes of the back leg, have your hands ready. If you need blocks, go and grab them now. Push pause, go grab them, come back. And you're gonna come into a lunge this way. So, we're reaching our front knee to the wall in front of us, and the back heel goes to the wall in back of us. And you touch your knee down and come up. And 2, and up. Now you're sucking in your abs. You should be getting 2 hip stretches because you have 2 hips, A, but B, because the front one is getting it in one way and the back one's getting psoas hip flexors. And this is 7, 8. Now if you can, and you're on top of the knee, not on top of the kneecap this way, but you're above the kneecap, so your weight is there, you can bend the knee and reach back and grab your foot. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8. This is very tight on us. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Go a little deeper. Perfect. Hands come down. Straighten the leg. Pull it in a little bit. Press the front leg straight. Now try to arch your back, meaning stick your sit bones to the ceiling and you'll feel it more. So that means if you have to take your hands up to your, oopsie, almost fell because I'm babbling, to your shin and stick your bum out, that's fine. But hands are down. And we will hold for 10. Hopefully you've already been holding, so it'll end up being more like 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead and melt over your leg, but as you melt, you're getting longer. So you're trying to actually put your head on your big toe, no matter how long your legs are relative to your torso. Now, pull your belly button to your spine, contract everything in the back of your legs, and see if you can't roll up from this position. Without the warning to do that, it's very easy to fall. Back to center. Hieroglyphic on the other side.
2 sides.
Yes, and we bend the front knee up on the toe of the back leg, and we slide into our lunge on this leg. Perfect. And we're reaching that knee to the front, heel to the back. Ooh, I really don't have to do much to feel it here. And then we drop the back knee down and up and 2 and up and 3, up, 4 more and 4. And you're always holding your stomach in. 3 more.
Of course.
2 more. 2, 1. Lovely. And we can leave the knee down now. And if you can, and you're on top, meaning above. I keep saying on top, and I mean above.
Forward up.
Forward of your patella, and you can reach back and grab the foot. Perfect. And then lengthen your head to the top of the ceiling. So it's really no good if you're over here. You want your head and your ears to be reaching to the ceiling. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Foot goes down, hands go to the mat. You have to sneak that foot in a little bit by putting energy in your front leg, and then come into your little position here. And again, if you're rounding your spine, bring your hands to your shin. If not, think of arching your back, sticking your sit bones up to the ceiling. Pull in your abs, lengthen your spine. Don't overextend the neck. And 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and melt over your leg, but melt by getting longer. You're trying to put your head on your big toe, regardless of how long your legs are. Lovely. Pull your belly button to your spine. Prepare, energize that back leg, and you roll up. So that takes some balance. So if you're not energizing your back leg too, you might not have much success. Okay, last little stretch. You're going to bend both knees, and you're going to open your knees up with your hand. Now we're going to go to the right first for a change, because we've been going to the left first the whole time. You're going to shift your weight over. Take your hands to the floor, or if you have blocks, use that, and sneak that heel out. Ooh, nice inner thighs and nice hip of that right hip right now. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully use your arms. Walk through center like a little spider. And off we go to the other side. Ooh. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more spider the other way. down we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I may have lied. We have one more stretch after this. 1. Lovely. And we walk back center. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easiest way out of this, come back to center. Straighten your legs. Walk your feet in. And actually, let's just come to a forward bend in order to sit down, because it's easier to sit down from this position than it is from a very wide straddle. And rise up on your toes and just come down. Gives you a little stretch of your feet, because if you're about to do mat, when you point your feet a lot, you sometimes get cramps.
Yes.
And we'll do our little butterfly, just holding the soles of the feet together. And when we say flutter, we're not, we're just little gentle butterfly.
It's a gentle little butterfly.
Little butterfly. So now, what we're going to do.
Butterfly without anything to prove.
Yes, a non-competitive butterfly.
Yes.
We're going to take our left leg and we're going to put it out in front of us just a bit. We're going to send our right leg through that hole we've created and bring the heel of that right leg to the greater trochanter of the left leg, and then take that top leg and try to put the heel towards the greater trochanter. Now, this is one of our little sore spots.
Yeah.
And we did a hard workout yesterday, so this feels like murder. And you're trying to get your knees aligned, which you can see we're not achieving. So just sitting here is good enough for many.
We'll film another workout on a day that we can actually get.
Do this, yes. Ooh. Now you're going to take your, whatever the knees on top, take the opposite arm and reach and give yourself a little twist, and that gets you more into that hip. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go the other way, because why not? We can. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. To switch, don't think about it. Just quickly put the other one on top. Because if I try to articulate which one's going where, we know that's going to be a big old mess.
You'll end up with your legs behind your head.
Heaven knows where your knees will end up. So now you've got your heel and your greater trochanter, and heel and greater trochanter.
And you'll quickly discern which hip is tighter.
Yes. Ooh, sitting up nice and tall. Ooh.
No bearing on the present moment.
Yes. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're breathing, of course. Whichever leg is on top, take the opposite arm and place it across that knee. And we twist to that direction, the direction of the top leg. And 10. You can rotate that palm forward so you don't overtax that shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go the other way because we can. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Hopefully, I can't speak, you're warmed up for whatever you're about to do.